Falling once again, you're listening to World Combat Sports. What's good, everyone? Salute. Another day is upon us with this boxing talk. Man, big news, big breaking news. You know what I'm saying? If you don't know, then you know. Man, it's on and popping. You know what I'm talking about? The big news with Triller. The one that is the future, so to speak. The one that has some deep pockets. This is one of the exhibition frames that are basically etching their position in combat sports. And the way they're doing it, man, is special. I told you this on previously on my live, man. Keep your eye out for Triller. Triller has won the purse bid for Teofimo Lopez and George Kambosos. What does this do? We're talking about the lightweight undisputed world champion Teofimo Lopez, 16-0, undefeated, all the way from the WBC to the WBO. He stays out the sport of boxing. I mean, he stays out and basically puts himself in another position for negotiation. He's not just taking a minimum payout like it's some type of slave wage. And you have to go ahead and take an extensive amount of punishment and then accept the little crumbs that people give you. Teofimo has basically made this a religion of his when it comes to the sport of boxing. Not just saying it's to take over inside the ring, but he's taking over outside when it comes to his money. He negotiated a tough fight, which a lot of us thought he may blow. But, Teofimo's like, no, I'm going to do this against Lomachenko. I'm going to negotiate my work. Boom, it happened. He has a lot of people around here. What's going on, HLD? Salute to you, bro. He has a lot of naysayers around here saying, what is he doing? George Kambosos is not a big fight. He's really messing up his money. He should just take the guarantee that he gets from Top Rank. What happened? It goes to purse bid. Matchroom doesn't get it. Okay? Just so you can know, Matchroom wasn't able to come up with, the winning. It says it was basically like this, right? It was Matchroom and Top Rank. They couldn't get it done. Triller was able to get it done for the IBF purse bid. Teofimo Lopez is set to receive $3.9 million. $3.9 million for mandatory. God damn. You know what Kambosos is going to receive? $2.1 million. Do you think that he'll be back in the ring anytime soon after this fight with Teo? Kambosos will receive $2.1 million. Look, check this out. Teofimo Lopez is set to receive triple what Bob Arum was giving him, the 1.25. He's getting 3.9. Bites the 1.25. Who's winning? Who's motherfucking winning? You worried about the wrong shit. Seriously. You should focus more on underlining twice the takeover. You have to start somewhere with setting the bar on what your worth is, bro. It's more than boxing. If you go in here and perform, people are going to believe in you. And it seems like you have certain individuals that's believing in Teofimo Lopez. Real talk. They believe in. Triller picks up. Look, I'm so happy that Triller picked up this fight. I just can't wait to see it. Oh my goodness. You don't know what a brother trying to work on behind the scenes. Yes, sir. I can't wait to see this fight on Triller. I like the entertainment value for Triller. I'm not talking about no Askren and no Paul right now. I'm talking about this fight right here with the undisputed lightweight champion. You go in there and you perform with a Nakatani, Komi, and Lomachenko, and everybody else is just, pissing on it, right? But the real ones understand how important that trifecta was. You know how much more this shit being on Triller is gonna bring in the hardcore boxing fans. You know how much more people are gonna tune in now that it's on Triller? A lot. It's more people are beginning to tune in to Triller. And this is, look, this caveats to what Mauricio Sulaiman was saying, even though he says what he says and all this other shit. A lot of these boxing fans, you have to understand what's going on right now. We're moving away from tradition towards innovation, period. If you love to stay in the Stone Ages and continue to be mentally antiquated, then guess what? A lot of shit is going to irritate you until you finally convinced. And by the time you convince, that shit's going to be 6 or 7 years up the road. Triller is on the scene. It don't seem like it's going nowhere. There's a lot of people pushing this. And for them to come in and win a purse bid outside of Matchroom and Top Rank, what does that tell you? The biggest fight, arguably, has been Roy Jones and Mike Tyson on Triller. Now they're about to take a fight that seems basic, and then they're going to bring more attention to it because it's on Triller. Watch what I tell you. Watch what I tell you. More people are going to gravitate to check this fight out against a mandatory. We ain't talking about ranked top 3 in the lightweight division. We're talking about mandatory. We ain't talking about sparring. We ain't talking about sparring now. We ain't talking about what happened in sparring, this, that, and the other. We're talking about a mandatory. We're talking about this mandatory. The mandatory is set to get 2.1. We talking about mandatory? Well, we ain't talking about the top 3 in the lightweight. What are we talking about? We're talking about 3.9? Negotiating for a mandatory, y'all. This shit is incredibly, this shit is unbelievable. What do you see playing out in front of you? Know your worth. Know what the takeover is about, man. Stay consistent on what you do and go in there and perform. Look, I love it. You know why? Because if you ain't performing up to the expectations, people are not going to risk putting investments into you. So you can get on here and say what the fuck you want to say, that this ain't this and this ain't this. This is a perfect example. If you do this shit correctly, there are going to be certain people that put interest, places interest in you. This is huge for Teofimo. This is huge. For him to once again consistently negotiate his worth and increase his Wall Street without even stepping into the 140-pound division yet. It is absolutely superb. I salute you. I salute you for changing the level for which you at, the monetary bar. Before you even leave, before you even resign from the lightweight division, you are doing so much right now. By the time you get to 140, you still gonna have motherfuckers chasing you down. The same people that was up there on camera talking about they make this and they make that. What the fuck is going on now? This is a motherfucking marathon. You young in the game. This ain't a sprint. This is a motherfucking marathon. And right now, Teofimo Lopez is out the blocks hard. He's out the blocks hard. He negotiated for Seal Lomachenko when people believed that the fight was going to be off. Let me get to some of these comments, man. Salute to everyone that's in the live chat. Salute to everyone's in the live chat, man. Yeah, I'm stoked. My boy Teofimo Lopez, what's good? What's good? Keep on grinding. Keep on keeping your motherfucking heels dug in. Keep going. Keep pushing forward, dog. The takeover. HLD in the building. Andrew Charles, salute WCS. What's good? Man, Andrew say power moves. Absolutely, man. See, certain people worried about coming on here talking about shit that don't matter. The real ones see what's going on. You see Teofimo Lopez, Team Lopez moving different. You seeing how the stuff is materializing. This cat is getting 3.9 for a mandatory when everybody was cutting him short, dogging him out. Oh, he's being greedy. He's egotistical. He's arrogant. He's saying this. He's saying that. He ain't gonna get that. What the fuck? Goddamn Kambosis ain't nobody. It's not even a big fight. Bob Arum up here dogging him out. You know, it's not even a big fight. What? This man is about to get close to 4 million on your head. On your motherfucking head. For mandatory, dog. For motherfucking mandatory. A mandatory? Your first division? Seriously? Your first division. You're about to make... what are we talking about? If they was mad before, they're going to be motherfucking... Oh, man. They're going to be upset. Pissed. How can you go in there and face the top pound for pound dude and make what you make and then turn back around? Is he not getting paid more for fighting a mandatory? They should call him takeover is mandatory. They should just start saying the takeover is mandatory. Is he not making more than what he made for Lomachenko? Close to 4 million for a Mandy, y'all. 11. What's good? Big dog. Salute WCS. Till played Bob. Played him like a man. Hey, I'm not saying he played him. I'm saying he hunkered down, man. He's doing what's best for his career. He's establishing. Look how young Teofimo Lopez is. Look what he's been able to establish by taking risks. Don't come up here talking about money when a motherfucker is showing you how to go about making it. First, performance. First, performance. First, performance take risk. Performance, risk equals money. You win, you keep winning. All this Nakatani shit looking real green right now, huh? All this Comey shit looking real green. That Lomachenko shit, every 97% of motherfuckers up here going for Lomachenko. That shit looking real green for Teofimo now. People say, oh, why don't you just go over here and fight Haney? Why don't you fight Haney? Why? Dude is in the process of building his portfolio. His portfolio consists of his goddamn boxing credentials. Within those credentials, he's building up his pay scale. He's holding his ground and doing what the fuck he needs to do, man. Listen, they've been thinking about this shit a long time. Him and his pops ain't playing. It don't matter what you doing on social media and all that shit. He say, I ain't gotta floss what the fuck I wear. I ain't gotta floss what I drive. I ain't gotta do none of that shit except go to the ring and damn perform. And guess what? 3.9? Are you serious? Man. 11 said Teofimo killing all these guys. Dogging them, dog. Teofimo's dogging the motherfucking sport. He's walking the game, dog. He's walking it. This motherfucker's just trotting, strolling through the motherfucking game. Watch me do me. Teofimo is watch me do me. That's it. That's what I'm using for Teofimo Lopez. Watch me do me. That's what I'm putting up. Hashtag for Teofimo Lopez from now on. Watch me do me. And no, you can't take it because that's one of my motherfucking domains and trademark anyway. Watch me do me. Mark Pinkerton in the building. What's good? WCS, I knew something was up when Teal Tyson conversation on hot boxing. This fight might be headed on Tyson Holyfield. Holy hell. Yeah, man. Look, can you imagine a fight that would have received very minimal exposure if it was on the top rank? Very minimal promo and all this shit. Now that it's going on Triller, it gets to attach itself with other big names. And listen, Teofimo Lopez right now is a big name. Attach him with possible other big names on Triller. Oh my God. This mandatory turns into almost like another Teofimo Lopez and Lomachenko, Teofimo Lopez, Devin Haney, Teofimo Lopez, Ryan Garcia. Do you know that after he goes in there and faces George Kambosis, no matter what happened, it's going to be extremely difficult for the next man and the next man. Teofimo continues to do what he's doing. Motherfucker's going to be sick. What are you talking about? What the fuck are you talking about? This is what I've been trying to relay to motherfuckers. Why are you so worried about this social media shit? You will be identified as you see fit. If you're not going in there facing opponents, if you're not doing with Teofimo, anybody, if you're not willing to take the risk and run that gauntlet like he did, and then when he runs the gauntlet on the top pound for pound dude, you don't want to show him a motherfucking respect. You say, oh, he didn't do shit. You're trying to push him to fight one fighter. But when he's telling you, I'm doing this shit my motherfucking way, I am fighting my mandatory because I can. Not only am I fighting my mandatory because I can, I'm just going to negotiate what the fuck I want, what I feel like, and I'm going to continue to take advantage of what I have going on right now. 3.9 for Kambosos? What? That shit is motherfucking OG status. Don't be mad. Don't be motherfucking mad. HLD say every boxer in the game have to thank Teofimo for raising everyone's salary moving forward. Man, I don't look HLD. I don't know if what Teofimo is doing is gonna raise the Wall Street or other fighters, because in order for that to happen, they have to admit that they actually learned something. They have to admit to it. Right now, I don't even think they're willing to admit to it. I don't even think they're giving love and say, damn, you know what motivated me to do this, and this was what Teofimo has been doing in his single division. His first division as a world champion. That's what motivated me. I don't think they're going to give him that love, man. I don't think they're going to sit up here and salute him. I don't think that shit going to happen, HLD. I don't think they're going to sit up here and identify him as the turning point. Mark Pinkerton say Triller production is absolutely beautiful. Man, I'm telling you, Triller is on the move. You think I'm bullshit? I told you that shit a while ago. I said, y'all, man, check my lies. I don't have to keep on telling you. I said, man, pay attention to Triller. They making moves and doing shit differently. You go in and turn into combat sports. You have performances. Man, they have some individuals that's invested in that organization with some pretty deep pockets. Man, the way they're going to be scooping up specific fights, and people are going to tune in because the top rank and the showtime isn't up to the entertainment value. You trying to tell me that I can watch Triller and then I get to see some performances, some hip hop performances, some motherfucking whatever, some artists, some music artists come up there. I get a whole show. I get a concert. I like the overlay of the ring, all that. He said HLD game changer. Mello said change the game for all boxers. Peep game. Teal did it. Teal did this shit with a manly dog. Watch me do me. Period. But I'm a bitch ass nigga, right? Okay. I got it. I got it. You look, say what you want. Say what you want. Look, Tio is goddamn out here telling you. I told motherfuckers, hey, he was just giving you what he want to give you. You can't sit up here and tell a man what to do when he already has the master plan. He's just working shit behind the scenes. You know what I'm saying? People don't even want to respect that he was working shit behind the scenes. He's giving you, he's saying it. He's telling you, man, I'm doing shit. I don't have to put shit. I don't have to put motherfucking blocks of money out here. I don't have to show you vehicles. I don't have to do none of that shit. I just have to go into the ring and let my resume speak. Because ultimately, that is the most expensive vehicle, the one that you're driving in the ring. Your career is your most expensive vehicle. Teofimo Lopez has proven that is his vehicle. He's driving through the game with the top back. Driving through this motherfucker. He's driving with this motherfucker. Him and his pops. His pops ride shotgun. Teofimo goddamn driving through this motherfucking game, dog. 3-point motherfucking 9 for George Kambosis, dog. Damn, I salute you. I salute you there, Teofimo Lopez, always. I respect you anyway, but goddamn, I salute you for standing strong. You know what I'm saying? You and your pops changing the motherfucking game. Triller changing the motherfucking game. Shout out to Roy and Mike for getting these dudes paid with Triller. Top Rank hurt. They sure are. Pamper Bob just got strong arm. Hold on for a second. Y'all hold on for a second. This shit is unbelievable, man. I mean, no, I ain't saying it's unbelievable. It's believable. It's believable. It just takes somebody with the right mindset to make it happen, to put the wheels in motion, man. It's believable. Seriously, this shit's believable. Man, y'all stop putting so much emphasis on this social media shit. This game changer right now. For a motherfucking mandatory? Serious? 1,000 left hooks in the building. Mello in the building. Salute to y'all. Triller trying to get in the boxing world after they got that Roy and Mike money. Nah, bro. Hey, check this out. All respect, man. They are. They are. They are, bro. They are. I'm so proud of this kid. He betted on himself in the ring while making boss moves outside the ring. Yo, Biz, where's your 4 million? Bill, where your 4 million now? It just went up to 10 mil against the Hang. Oh my God. You ain't never lied. That shit just doubled. Because Tio's mindset right now is gonna be like, you know what? Listen, have you made what I made for a mandatory? Have you even fought your mandatory? His shit just went up to 10. Look, he said, I'm tripling what my money would have been with Top Rank. I'm getting 4, 4. So therefore, if you're talking about me coming over there, you're going to have to pay me now. It's no shaking your head. There's no shaking your head. Nah, you ain't. No. Tio going to say, okay, fuck it then. Fuck it. I don't have shit to say. James Martinez said, Tio said, I took less for Loma so I can make more in the future. Gotta respect that. Hey, James, I see you, bro. You know what I'm saying? I hear you. Because look, when it comes down to it, how can you get paid more? How, dog? How can you get paid more for a mandatory George Kambosis, dog? What's good, Tay? How you feeling, man?
I'm good. What's going on with it?
I'm chilling, man. What's good with you?
Man, it's a good day in boxing, ain't it?
Man, it's just things changing and people not willing to understand it. Man, like this shit is so crazy, dog. You know, I just wish that certain people understand that You got to take risks in your career. You got to allow your vehicle to be driven in your career,
Right.
and then you'll start to damn put all the custom pieces on
Oh yeah, for sure. For sure. And that's exactly what TL did. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's just crazy to me, like how now everybody's starting to bet on themselves and see how much more they can get from it and prosper further in their careers. You see what I'm saying? And you know, bruh set the trademark for that. You know what I'm saying? It's just crazy to me. But I also wanted to just touch on what you were saying about the purse bids, right? So you know who else bidded on that purse bid?
Cool.
Matchroom.
Yeah, I said Matchroom and Top Rank.
Yeah, Matchroom bidded on that too. So
Yeah.
it's crazy, man. Listen, them two motherfuckers right there, they gonna go at war. Watch what I tell you.
Mm.
Watch what I tell you. They gonna go at it. They gonna go at it. I promise you, they gonna go at it. What's crazy not to be even put in another person on your channel, but even one day I was listening to Fred. You know what I'm saying? He stated the same thing. He said, "Listen, it's gonna go purse bid." And neither he said who somebody you would not think is gonna win this purse bid. And look who it was. It was Triller. And he said this like about a month or two ago. Crazy.
Yeah, I told people, I said, man, you sleeping on Triller. I said, this is only the beginning. You know, the numbers that Roy Jones and Mike Tyson was able to do being out of the sport and coming back. Triller is on the move. Y'all need to pay attention to Triller. They're gonna start overtaking some of these larger promotions. And I don't know what people listen, but this is a perfect example of what I'm talking about. He's getting paid more than he is for mandatory than what he made fighting Vasil Lomachenko, man.
Yeah. And the person who promoted him was trying to pay him less.
Man, that's just unfreaking believable, dog.
That's crazy, man. That's crazy. People, some people know how much the market is for this type of fight that even happen. And when you're not getting paid for it, sometimes you got to do your due diligence and stand on your square. And that's exactly what he did. Nobody can be mad at this man for what he did. He stood on his square and came out victorious.
Man, this is on. I mean, I always knew, like, I try to tell people, like, the respect that I have for the words that his pops was talking before he even earned his first championship. You know what I'm saying? Before he even stepped in there with Nakatani, he just basically he was speaking and speaking and speaking, right? They was calling him the Nostradamus, right?
Right.
And then he goes in there, he have a tough time, and people just talking shit. And I'm telling you, stop focusing on so much on talking shit about somebody before they make another move on you. Boom, he makes another move and smashes Coleman. He makes another move. Now he made the ultimate. Like, this is OG status right here, really, because this dude is in his first division still. His
Mm-hmm.
first motherfucking division. He has the belts. And now he comes up here and he's making more money holding out and saying, fuck Bob. I'm going to do what the fuck I want to do. I'm going to hold on my square. I'm going to go here and put this shit in a purse bid. He comes out here about to make 4 for George Kambosos after Bob Arum said oh man, who is Kambosos? He's not a premier fighter. He ain't nothing. This, that, and the other. He's just an ordinary guy.
Yeah, exactly. That's pretty much what I'm saying. He studied square. Yeah, he paid what he deserved. Bob been preaching pretty much the last couple of months that there's no money for these type of fights. So and take that perspective and put into Terrence Bud Crawford and what's the name Sean Porter fight. Sean
Mm-hmm.
asked for two. Since Sean asked for two or whatever however much he asked
Mm-hmm.
for,
Yeah.
he can pretty much very well get that. People just got to stand they square. You'll never know who will pick up that fight. You see what I'm saying? Only because this person over here said it's not worth that much. They test the market, and you see what the market provided for these two fighters here.
Talk to him, man. I mean,
Yeah.
hey, I'm not frowning against a fighter. Okay, Porter, what Porter said, but I'm not frowning. It's just a point where the lightweight division is so hot right now, and then it's just they try to make it into one avenue. But first, let me get to this super chat. Drew said, and salute to Drew, appreciate the super chat. He said, T.O. proved today in open market he's the A side of the young 135 guys named Tank, Ryan, Haney. Do you believe in what he was able to do in this purse bid, getting 4 million? Does that put him next to um, being next to Javante Davis, who's been on PBV, and Teofimo Lopez really haven't hit that yet? Does that put them side by side, so to speak, in negotiation?
Damn, yeah, you're right. Yeah, yeah.
Because if Teofimo Lopez hasn't been on PPV yet, he isn't that guy, but Tank has. But yet Teofimo is able to negotiate top dollar in the open market, like Drew just mentioned.
Mm-hmm.
Well, how can we sit up here and say Tank is the cash cow? We
I
can't
mean,
say
I don't have.
the cash cow. We can't say Ryan Garcia is the cash cow.
That's what can't say Ron Garcia cash out. But I don't know how much Tank has made for those pay-per-view fights either, though.
I mean, I get you on that, but
But
we
if
really
think,
can't sit
but
up here and say
just
Javante Davis is. Go ahead.
just looking at this scenario right here, I mean, yeah, it's hard to even. It's that's not even a debate. I mean, you got 4 million in the open market. Like, who the fuck is getting 4 million in the open market?
Open market during a pandemic, dog.
That's what
This
exactly.
shit is wicked, man. This shit is wicked, dog. Some people should be upset. I don't know when they're gonna start showing them Lopez's, they're just due, man, and moving the way they're moving. But this is his first division. He hasn't even attempted to move up to 140 yet. We don't even know when that's gonna be.
Right.
It's just the whole point in a pandemic, open freaking market, and he's up here about to fight George Kambosis for 4 million bones.
That's what I'm saying.
Damn, that's just unfucking believable.
Yeah, they did their thing, man. You got to get my hat goes off to him and his dad. You know what I mean? So, people can say what they want to say about the whole little thing with Eddie or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? But
Oh my
that
god,
right there, there's an exclamation mark. That's a stamp. You know what I mean? So
that's a motherfucking stamp, dog.
yeah, for sure.
That's a motherfucking steer brand. That's the motherfucking shit right off the damn fire and put it to somebody's skin. That motherfucker's a brand right there. I mean, because now, just say he go in here, he defeat Kambosos. Then whoever, just say it's Haney, Garcia, Javante.
Right.
They're gonna have to come correct. It's not even gonna be as technical as Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence. It's not, because it's on a different division, and it's more so on a different level, believe it or not, because Errol Spence say, if you're not Deontay Wilder, you ain't making more than me in PBC. That's sort of the same attitude Teofimo Lopez. He said, well, hey, I know you ain't making more money than me right now.
Right.
So you gotta pay me. So they was laughing about him saying about the 10 million for Kambosos earlier. He ain't gonna get that shit. It's a pandemic, it's travel restrictions. Now what? He etches himself closer to a big fight with potentially making that.
Right.
Seriously. I mean, he can get what, 7, 8. I mean, it depends on who the purse bid, man.
You absolutely right about that. Absolutely right about that. Man, this is wonderful. It's wonderful news to my ears, man. It actually just proved a lot that I had already been saying and seeing anyway. But that's all I wanted to really, really say. I actually take this call from Team Joshua real quick, see what they're talking about. But I'm gonna get up off here, man. I just wanted to chime in. I just thought this opportunity for me to, what I had already knew all along. You know what I mean? But for me to just get that out.
Yeah, for sure, man. I had a different topic, man. I can't switch it. Believe me, I wanted to get your take on that other topic I was talking on last night, but we'll chat it up, man.
What topic?
The topic with Tyson Fury feeling all pity, about him being inactive and and shit not going the way he wanted to go.
I
And
mean, honestly, my take on it is kind of crazy. I knew all this stuff would circulate, as far as him saying that, you know, um, he should have fought Deontay and things of that nature. What a lot of people don't understand is, he's already in the red with Bob Arum. You know what I'm saying? Let's just put that in perspective. That's one of the reasons why he wanted to fight another fight before he did fight Deontay, because he's in the red with Bob Arum, right? So now that he got this whole court thing going on, he's coming out and stating that, calling Joshua out, don't sign a contract, this and the third. Was crazy about the whole thing. Joshua then already signed the contract and sent it back. So why is he coming to ESPN making it seem like Joshua don't sign you need to sign the contract, this, and third? The only person who hasn't signed is Fury. What's the holdup? But I know what the holdup is. He knows what the holdup is, but it's not making sense. But every week is this is coming out this day, or it's coming out this day, or it's coming out this day. We got breaking news this day. We're gonna break news that day. Well, how many times you gonna break news? From my understanding, once Team Joshua has already signed the contract. But they got to be careful in that, because this can very well much so turn into a not undisputed match. But I can't talk too much on that. But
we'll chat though. We'll talk it up
for sure.
We'll jump back on another live, man, and strictly talk about that shit for real.
Okay.
I always appreciate your info, man. Salute Tay Jones in the building, Golden Warrior. You know what it is, Team Bomb Squad.
Oh yes, sir.
Okay, Kano. King Doc, if Haney and Tank did that, they would get more. See, they have to have that dynamic, y'all. They have to have that motherfucking dynamic. This is the motherfucking takeover dynamic. Watch me do motherfucking me, dog. Watch me do me, goddammit. Don't trip. Stop talking about all that miscellaneous shit. Watch me do me. Watch me pull 4 million. Watch me pull 4 million for a mandatory. You want to see something else I pulled up just recently? That's even more savage. You want to see it? Let me pull it up for you. Let me pull it up for you. They keep on talking what T.O.'s doing. They're not paying attention to how he's doing it. They keep talking about, well, this is what he's doing. This is what he's doing. This is what he's doing. You're not really respecting how he's doing it, though. You're just complaining. All you're doing is fucking complaining. Check this out. This is what Teofimo just put out here. I'm pulling it up right now. This is incredible. Triller has won the motherfucking purse bid for Teofimo Lopez and George Kambosos. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Hold on for a second. Okay, I got you. People up here hitting me up from left and right. God damn. That's what it's about. Peep this out. This is what Teofimo just put out on Twitter. I apologize, damn. But I got people goddamn blowing me up. Damn. Hold up. What you think about this? Teofimo Lopez, 6 million from Triller. Goodbye world. Teofimo Lopez said goodbye world. Lopez Kambosos, man, that shit is savage, dog. 6 million, dog. Kambosos is getting 2.1. Does anybody know who Kambosos was before he stepped in as mandatory, when all these people were just diluting that shit, pouring dirty ass motherfucking water on it and shit, but goddamn shoveling dirt like it wasn't gonna beat shit? Kambosos is now important. 2.1 million. It's individuals that are higher ranking than Kambosos has never made 2.1 million. I can tell you Carlos Ocampo, when he fought Errol Spence, didn't make 2.1 million. Unfreaking believable. I know it's gonna be those fans out there though that's upset as a motherfucker. I know you are. I know, and you have every right to. Because watch me do me, goddamn. The takeover is in full effect. Period. Say what you want to say. The takeover is in full effect. Don't be mad, be happy. Call them up and apologize, goddamn it. For real. Call Team Lopez up and apologize. There was too many of y'all out here hating as if the game wasn't what you expected to be. They playing the game, man. They playing that shit absolutely incredible. How do you, challenging my Allen Iverson, how do you talk about mandatory? Are we talking about a mandatory? You getting $4 million for a mandatory. No. We ain't talking about freaking full blown for undisputed. We're not talking about that. We're not talking about showing up to the ring on fight night going 12 rounds for undisputed. No. We're talking about mandatory. We ain't talking about the championship, when we're talking about undisputed for all the titles and facing the top pound for pound. We're talking about mandatory. We're talking about a mandatory, y'all. We're talking about George Kambosis. That's what we're talking about. We ain't talking about, Lomachenko taking off the first half of the fight and then losing and just getting put in the closet where he belonged. No, we ain't talking about, anything else but Teofimo Lopez fight a mandatory. He's fighting a mandatory. For what again? He's fighting a mandatory for motherfucking 3.94 million. You might as well call it $4 million for a mandatory. Are you serious? Stop it. Just stop it. Just motherfucking stop it. What's going to be the narrative now? What you going to come on here for? What you going to say now? What your hating ass got to say now? What is going to be the return fight? Well, I don't know. Don't nobody know Triller. Who gives a fuck who knows Triller? You about to know who they are. And goddamn Lopez's account is going to know who Triller is too. Triller is changing the game. They picking and choosing selectively. They picking and choosing selectively. They're going to look. They stunting on the game too. Watch what I tell you, man. Triller isn't going anywhere. Triller is here to stay. I told you a while ago. I said, y'all tripping on Triller. Y'all tripping. Y'all want to talk about Roy Jones and Mike Tyson? You tripping. You want to talk about Jake Paul? Jake Paul, who he is, but it's a plan behind that. If you select the right people to match up on Triller, you're gonna get the attention. You're gonna get the proper boxing fans to tune in. If you get you have to admit, you have to respect the fact that the undercard of legitimate boxing cards, they was entertaining. Real talk. I mean, even Badu Jack, he tried to knock dude out. Blake was tough as hell. What's going on, Como Loco? What's good, man?
Man, what's good, man? It took me a minute because I had to email it to myself, man. I wasn't trying to get on the phone, bro. You ain't got my email, bro?
Oh no, I don't, man. I wasn't gonna drop it in the live chat. I wanted to hit you, on your phone. So yeah, you can just forward to wherever you want.
Oh yeah, all right, that's cool. That's cool. Yeah. Nah, man, he did his thing, man. You can't be mad about the moves. Not just him, but that any pro boxer does that is for the better of themselves, because at the end of the day, man, this sport right here, man, it's brutal, and it's a lonely sport. So you got to look out for number one first, man.
Hey, man, you ain't looking out for yourself. I don't know what you're doing. Watch me do me. He's doing it, man, for real. You talking about a mandatory there, Colonel? A mandatory? You getting $4 million for George Kambosis?
Yeah.
God damn, dog.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna say he started the trend. I think Mayweather back in the day, started all this big money stuff. He's just what do you call that? Remixing it a little bit, man. You know, since the Triller's out here now, and he's kind of doing like a remix of it, man, and taking it, you know, pushing it forward to something even better. I like Triller a lot, man, because man, the last time I saw the Triller, man, I told you, I don't know if it was you that I was talking to, man, but I like the layout they had. Everything looked so professional, man. The lights were perfect, and you got these shows in between, and man, bro, hey, Triller's doing it right, man. And by the way, I knew about George Kambosos before he became mandatory. I did.
But I have to say this, that Connell, I don't think Floyd Mayweather ever was able to pull off something like this in the pandemic, in the open market. I don't think Floyd Mayweather in his 16th fight was able to negotiate his 17th fight for $4 million for a mandatory. I don't think Floyd Mayweather did that, Connell.
Like I said, he's remixing it, but he's not like the inventor. You know what I'm saying? I mean, there was many.
I'm just saying right now, he's the front runner right now.
Yeah. I mean, it was De La Hoya before Mayweather, right? And then, you know, so on and so on. You can go down the chain. Yeah. They just each keep improving and adding to it is what I like to say, man. You know, I don't, you know what I'm saying? It's not, I don't know if I'm being understood, man, but he's doing his thing.
J Max said, "What's good?" J Max and Louis said, because Triller would be a PPV event and it will expose T.O. to a bunch of casual fans to growing his brand tremendously. I agree, man. Like Colonel just mentioned, you know, Triller, they have this whole entire different panoptic view that they give the fans. Like they light up their ring, but they black out the perimeter. You really can't even see who's sitting out there. So it really provides maximum exposure for the fighters that's inside the square. Mark said, J-Mac, Benson and others saying it's likely a Tyson Holyfield 3 card. If that's what it is, that's going to be a huge card. Even with Tyson Holyfield, I'm telling you, that huge, because that Tyson Holyfield fight will be mega event, especially if Tyson go in here and try to bite Holyfield in the nose or something. Seriously, he's getting much more exposure than any ESPN event right now, and the bigger bag, a win all around. Drew, once again, appreciate the super chat. He said T.O. got more for this fight than Bud did in his last 3 fights. Damn. So I want to ask you something, Connor. Like, doesn't Bud get guarantee money though?
Yes. Yes.
Correct me if I'm right, Drew. Don't Bud get guarantee money that's like what? Is this guarantee like 3 or 4, something like that?
Yeah, it's 3 point something. It's in there in the 3s.
Yeah, so I don't know, man. I don't know if he's getting more than what Bud received in his last 3 fights. I don't think so. I don't think Bud was receiving $1 million, you know, for his last 3 fights. I'm not sure, man.
No. He's got that guarantee that's 3 point. I can't remember the exact decibel, but it's 3 point something, man. So no, not his last 3 fights, man.
Yeah, for real, Bud working for slave wages. If that is the case, man, that's like, he's working for free, really. King Doc in the building, salute. Haney was offering him $4 million, but he got it always good for T.O. That's what they say was being offered. That's what they say. But if you can't come to an agreement and put it in stone, then what? It's not official. Hay would be a tougher fighter with Haney for about the same amount. Listen, right now, it doesn't even matter who's a tough. This is unfreaking believable that he's getting 3.9 for Kambosos, though. What do you know about Kambosos before he even came a mandatory, man? I know he's undefeated, but what do you know about him?
I knew a lot. I knew a lot about him, but that's only because he comes out of the Sweatbox Boxing Gym down here in Florida, man, at the same gym that Amir Iman is and Xander Zayas is at. So yeah, I've known about him for a long time, and this ain't an easy fight. See, the thing about it is that the people only pay attention and tune in to the big names, and when names like this start to creep up, they don't know who they are, and so that's why they don't like the fight. Do you understand what I'm saying, Scotty? So yeah. Me knowing who George Kambosos Jr. is, I'm happy for him. He earned his way to get to that spot. It wasn't like he was just thrown in there, man, you know?
Yeah, he beat Lee Selby, right?
And before that, Mickey Bay.
Yeah.
So he did what he had to do to get into position to be a mandatory for the title. The IBF, that is, you know, obviously all of the titles are going to be on the line, but, you know, the IBF was the right route to go for Kambosos Jr. because, you know, the IBF don't play about the mandatories, man. Now, listen, I'm going to be very transparent. I do want to see Teofimo fight Haney eventually, but I'm not delusional to the point that I can't understand that Teofimo has a mandatory obligation. So I am okay with that. I'm not one of those that's crying over why isn't he fighting Haney next. No, he's got a mandatory. And Haney has mandatories. So let them take care of their mandatories, and then we can revisit all of this, because too many people are getting emotional over something when they got mandatories to take care of before we can sit down and even try to analyze a possible matchup like that. That's my take on it.
All right, then. I hear you. Drew said T.O. did it the old school way, 3 top 10 in a row, 2 champs, Nakatani, Comey, Loma, Tank and Haney and Ryan, not on that level. Do you agree with what Drew just said? Appreciate the super chat, Drew. He said Tank, Haney, and Ryan not on that level.
Not on Nakatani and Comey and Loma's level? No, I don't agree with that. No,
I think you know, he's pretty much may have been talking about like they're not on Teal's level right now. And what I don't think he's comparing fighter without fighter.
Okay. I don't know. Resume wise, probably not, but skill set wise, man, they match up well with him. So, you know, listen, eventually we got to get these fights, man. No matter how anybody feels about Ryan, how anybody feels about Tank, how anybody feels about Haney, and et cetera, and et cetera. You can keep naming them on and on and on. At the end of the day, once these fighters get their obligations out of the way, they should want to consider facing each other in some type of matter soon, because we obviously want to see great fighters fight great fighters. Just because their resume may not be as strong as another one's resume doesn't mean that they're not skilled enough to be in the ring with somebody. And I'm not putting no names in it because, you know, when you attach names, then people start, you know, going into this favoritism stuff. So I'm just speaking in general of all of them at 135. I don't know if I put Tank at 135 because he only fought once there. He's really a natural 130. So I've never put Tank in the conversation for 135. Like I said, he only had one fight there, and it was against Gamboa.
Hey, I know every time I mention Tio, y'all have to understand. I respect what you're saying, Colonel, but at the end of the day, he's making moves better than his compeers in the lightweight division. With only 16 victories, with only 16 fights, his 17th fight now is versus a mandatory, which we already know the IBF is very enforceable on their mandatory. So he's stepping in. He's not even stepping in, Colonel, for the minimal, bro. He's not stepping in for minimum wage, man. He's not even stepping in for the 1 point that Bob Arum was going to give him. He said, no, I'm going to hold out just like I did for Seal Lomachenko. I'm going to do my business. And what happens? He comes in here with another sealed envelope with 3.9 million, man. That shit is unfucking believable. It's respectable. I like how he's playing the game right now. He's going in there and performing, and now people are looking to invest in him. And I think that's what Triller did. Now they see it. They say, okay, cool. This will be a sleeper. Let's pick up Teofimo Lopez. Let's go to this purse bid. Let's get Teofimo Lopez and Kambosos. Put them on there. If by chance it's going to be Tyson Holyfield, people are going to be tuned in for that. Seriously, they're going to be tuned in for that, period. The promo is going to be sick, Colonel. Seriously. T.O. Hey, he's doing what he's doing in this era, man.
No. He definitely moved correctly on that one, man. Like I said, it's a mandatory, man. So folks should ease up on him on that. Now, I am one that wants to see him fight Haney. I'm just not going to be illogical about it, if that makes sense, you know. We want to see the fights. Not just Haney, man. I like to see Ryan Garcia mix it up in there, too.
Tio.
You know, I like to see them all mix it up, man. That's just like the 130-pound division, man. I want to see Shakur face Valdez. I want to see Shakur face the winning of Herring and Frampton. You know, I want to see the best mix it up with the best. Of course, we all know about the welterweight. I'm not going to go into detail, but we all know who we want to see there. So
right.
It's not just, you know, I'm not just focused on one division and one thing, you know. I just want to see the best fighting the best like everybody else should. But we got to understand that there's going to be different moves that have to be made. And also, although I do want to see Haney and Lopez, we got to understand that, you know, Teofimo just ran a gauntlet of 3 straight fighters that, hey, man, I mean, damn, you know, you got to take something a little different, man, after going through a gauntlet like that. But do not neglect, you know, that Haney is still there in that weight division. So I'm okay with what he's doing right now. As long as eventually he does fight Haney, I'll be okay with it.
Man, hey, you up here, you know, voting and putting your vote out there and saying Haney this, Haney that. Be sure you're over here if the fight be made so we can put that money up. Because I'm telling you, Teofimo's gonna win that. All right. And
well, hold up.
May potentially stop Haney. So
hold up.
Make sure
what money are we talking about? Did I say I picked anybody to win? All I want to do is see the fight.
Hey, you over here, you know, voting rights.
Nah. I thought I was pretty specific, man. Haney, Ryan, I like to see them all in that mix fighting each other. It's what I really, you know, want to clarify. But I'm not betting on a fight that I haven't even predicted yet.
I mean, you going for Haney. I know you are. It's all good. You can go for who you want. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying right now, this man is doing shit different. You know what I'm saying? He's doing stuff different. He's staying the course. Both of them, you know, Haney and Teofimo Lopez are 2 of the top boxers in the lightweight division, period. But when it comes down to my selection, my pick is obvious. It is what it is. I won't deter from that. I haven't. You know what I'm saying? I haven't deterred from that. You know, so
well,
Teofimo Lopez is doing something great in the open market. It has nothing to do with him facing anybody. He's just making $4 million for Kambosos there, Kano.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, I don't pocket wise, so I mean, you know, shout out to him for getting his money, you know. But just to be straight, man, none of them are my favorite 135-pounder. None of them names we've mentioned. Just so we know.
I know who your favorite 130. Well, you know, he's my favorite 135er. You know, so I would definitely say that.
I got two at 135 that I like a lot. That just ain't up in there yet.
Yeah.
You know, sure. Michel Rivera and Nestor Bravo, both of those guys, the Dominican Michel Rivera and the Puerto Rican Nestor Bravo, man, both of those, man, like whoa. Which, by the way, Michel Rivera fights this Saturday. It's like a stay busy fight, but he is fighting Saturday.
No doubt. Shout out to Nestor Bravo, man. Knockout Boxing 86 TV says salute, fellas. Rodriguez, what's good? Bob should retire. He's too greedy. Man, Bob was just putting it out there what he believes. Teofimo, what he thought Teofimo rates for fighting a Kambosis. He's an OG in the game, a triple OG, really. You know, Bob Arum's been around, he's about 90 years old now. I mean, he was just saying, I ain't gonna give you no damn $5 million. I'm not giving you $4 million for no damn mandatory, for no Kambosis. Hell no. But when you don't get it through one door, you get it through another. And that's exactly what Teofimo did.
Nah, no doubt, man. You know, I gave him props, man. I was never one that took away credit for him. You know, I gave him his credit for doing what he had to do. Samir must be talking about somebody in the chat because none of us are hating on the panel. I know that. I'm not. I don't hate any boxers, man. They do what they got to do, man, and you got to respect what they do. And you know, at the end of the day, man, hopefully we get the best fighting the best, you know, in each weight division. That's all I'm about. But yeah, I don't know, man. Shout out to him. You know, I never took credit away from him.
No, I mean, I can say he pretty much kept the same manager. I know Haney is his more favorable opposition at lightweight than Teofimo Lopez. It's all good when it comes to me, but I'm just truthful in saying that I have full confidence that Teofimo, get the job done. Period. I hope they flock over here once the fight is official. If it is official, please come over here. Let's line them up. Let's get the money on the table. Let's do it. I'm telling you, it's not even gonna be. Look, it's not even. It's gonna be easier than you think for Teofimo.
Okay. I mean, I don't know what we're gonna line up money on. I haven't said who I think will win yet.
Anybody who listening.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I haven't made no prediction on that yet. I don't make predictions until fights are signed.
I can tell you a prediction, man. Teofimo's gonna win.
Okay.
That's the early prediction. How he's gonna win, that's the later prediction. I just gotta think about this a little bit when it gets closer. I don't want to talk about how something's gonna play out when the fight isn't even anywhere close to being made. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's why I don't say nothing about it. I wait because it depends on when the fight is. You know, it could be a year, could be 2 years down the road. A lot changes in that time. That's why I don't talk about who I think will win when it's so premature like that. But yeah, that's just me.
I know my boy Tio got this. You know, it's all good, man. He went in outside the ring and in, and you know, Samir. I really don't know who you're talking about, but it's the other way around. Haters. Tio's the best right now. Martinez, what's good? Hey, Tio is getting this money after he's getting Loma's rematch. After he's getting Loma's rematch, and then the money for Haney fight.
I don't see Lomachenko being in that. Y'all need to leave Lomachenko out of the mix, bro. I was never high on Lomachenko, man. Hey, y'all need to leave that man somewhere over there in the lost world and shit, man.
Yeah, I don't think they will come back. You know, they will run that 360 and come back to the starting point of Lomachenko for a rematch. I don't know, man. Even though Lomachenko, to some people's mind, with only 2 losses, they believe that, you know, he really had a shoulder injury and all the shit he was saying. I don't know. They might show us a mind. We never know what Team Lopez is doing right now. We don't know.
I don't buy into them excuses that Lomachenko came up with, man. That's just a sore loser to me, bro. Yeah, point blank, period, man. Sore loser, man.
Yeah, I mean, and many people kept quiet about it, but the man was saying that the judges was paid off. You know what I'm saying? He didn't want to take his loss like a man should on the top pound for pound list.
Yeah,
but what Stevie won. Lomachenko is he should be grateful he's even still on the pound for pound list with 0 belts.
Not on my pound for pound list. But then again, he was never on mine. But hey, he need they're talking about Lomachenko and Nakatani. I don't think he beats Nakatani. That'll be his 3rd loss.
Man, I don't see him beat Nakatani. I agree, man. For real, I don't see it. I don't see it, man. Is Kambosos a threat to Lopez, or will Tio dominate him? I don't look. We can't say Kambosos is a legitimate opponent. It's not going to be as easy as people think. You know what I'm saying? Kambosos is not a slouch. He's not a bum, as some people call it, a tomato can. I see him as a legitimate mandatory. I don't even see him as a Carlos Ocampo, to be honest. I don't see Teofimo going in there and just thrashing this dude in 2 rounds like he did Comey. I don't know. I might be wrong, but I don't see it, man. You know what I'm saying?
I don't see it either. Kambosos Jr. is a very solid opponent, man. Just because the regulars don't know him, man, this dude can fight, man. I tell you what, though, man, if Teofimo disposes of him quick, yeah, that's good. That's gonna send a statement towards me, man. I ain't gonna lie, bro. He stops him quick. Yeah, I'm gonna have a whole different outlook on Teofimo then. I'm just saying.
I'm giving you the outlook right there, dog. I'm giving you the Tio outlook right there.
Everybody looks at fights different. Everybody looks at fighters different. I go off a film that I see, so I have to see this upcoming bout, and you know, based on what I know about Kambosos Jr., if he does the unthinkable, then you know that's gonna tell me something different. You know what I'm saying? That's all. I can't go off of what everybody's gonna look at a fight different. That's why these predictions are never 100% from everybody, you know. So you're gonna be wrong on a prediction here and there, and it's fun. For me, it's fun, man. I don't take it personal.
For sure, man. She's in the building. Salute to you. Samir said we don't have to worry about fights being made when it comes to Tio. He's shown he will fight the big fights. Tio wins against Haney, by the way, of child abuse. Damn, I wouldn't go that far. I'm not even gonna disrespect, Haney, because he a grown man like T.O. But when it comes down to the boxing game, media game, my bet is on Teofimo Lopez all day. Period. Diaz, what's good? Kambosos is not bad. He's better skilled than Garcia.
He is. He is.
And we don't even know how skilled Garcia is because he refused to step up to a credible opposition in at least the top 3. I don't even see Ryan Garcia as being the top 3 myself. But J.A. say, what's good, Jay? Salute. He said Kambosos is solid, no bum. You know what I'm saying? King Mitch in the building. Salute, man. What's good with you? Diaz, Kambosos even has a better resume than Garcia, Haney, and Tank in the 135-pound division. What you think about that comment there, Connor? What Diaz just said? He said Kambosos has a better resume than Garcia, Haney, and Tank in 135-pound division.
In the 135-pound, yeah. Tank is a 130, so we don't have to be mentioning Tank at 135. I keep saying he only fought one fight there. The rest of his resume is at 130.
I respect that. He fought a guy.
He's got a good resume, in my opinion. In my opinion, at 130, he's got a good resume, but not everybody looks at it that way. I look at it different, but at 130, though, he's at 130, not a 135-pounder.
Does Haney have a Mickey Bay on his record?
No.
Does he have a Lee Selby?
No.
So what Diaz has validity to it seems.
Yes, on Haney and Garcia, yes. I said exclude Tank out of it.
Yeah. I'm just saying that's why I asked about Garcia and Haney. You know what I'm saying? Like when it comes down to it, the Santiago's and Abdullayev, and then exclude Gamboa. I'm like, man, it gets a little. It's thin, very thin. Yeah, I agree, but casuals put Tank at 135, which I don't agree. Tank fought Gamboa. He holds a WBA regular. He did what he had to do to fight for a vacant. You know what I'm saying? He holds a title. He has another plan coming up wherever him and Floyd Mayweather has, in the works. Believe me, they're gonna move accordingly to put these divisions down. They're gonna stack these divisions up with these soft entries, with these regular titles, and then they're gonna hang around long enough to win Teofimo or whoever, vacate these at lightweight. Then they're gonna start going for these super titles.
I don't think they should discredit, man. I'm not a fan of people discrediting Tank fighting at 130 against Leo Santa Cruz. That was a legit fight, in my opinion, man. I think he's not. Huh?
Who did that on here? I don't think nobody.
I don't think anybody has on here, but it's coming. It's coming.
Oh, okay.
I don't think they should discredit that. I don't think the Pedraza fight should be discredited either. Like I said, he's got a solid one at 130, man. You personally was at the fight to see the Leo Santa Cruz and Tank Davis. How did you see Leo when he was walking in the ring compared to Tank walking in the ring? I just want to know from somebody that was there.
Leo was confident. I mean, come on, man. People was cheering the hell out of Leo walking to the ring.
Size-wise, what did it look like size-wise?
Size-wise, I don't know why people are saying Leo was a smaller fighter. It's no way. It's no way that you telling me Leo was a smaller fighter that night. Hell no. Hell to the no. I sized up both fighters, man. Leo was just as big as Tank in the ring. Seriously, he was just as big as Tank in the ring, man. I don't know why people look at that. It must be something on the television screen or something. But Leo was not this small dude walking in there with Tank. They got to make up their mind, Kuno. If you're gonna say Tank a small dude, don't try to bloviate his size when he dropped down to 130 and Leo moved up from this weight class to 130. All of a sudden, he's a small dude. No, Leo had good size on him. In my opinion, Leo was the bigger boxer in there with Tank.
You've been a lot of fights just like I have, and a lot of these foes that are in lower weight classes that people really don't understand. There's more. Leo was more of a weight bully than a lot of people know. He could be campaigning at 130 easy all the time.
Easy.
That's my point, man. That people try to discredit stuff like that, man. It's like man, come on, man. They both step on the scale. They weighed the same thing, man. Shoot, like, man, y'all let it go.
Yeah, man. I think it's more so. People look at Javante, dropping down to a division that he had already been world champion when they thought that he was fucking up because he had lost the belt on the scales before. So they just wanted to throw that shade. You know what I'm saying? They wanted to throw some ill will, some judgment towards him. And he went down there, not only made the weight, but went in there with a brutal knockout to finish it all up. But I give him more credit for a healthy 4 division Leo Santa Cruz than I give him for Gamboa.
No doubt about it. No doubt about it. I think he realized when he fought that one time at 135, that, man, this weight ain't for me. He's more healthy at 130, believe it or not. I know that sounds crazy to people, man. But just because y'all see him balloon up when he was being undisciplined and stuff, that doesn't mean that that's his weight up there. When he's disciplined and in the gym, 130 is his healthy weight. I'm just putting that out there for the ones that, don't know, because I've worked with a lot of fighters, and trust me when I tell you, that's his healthy weight.
That's what's up, man. That makes sense. I totally get where you're coming from with that, and seeing Tank cardio, I think his cardio was better when he was in there with Leo Santa Cruz. When he stepped into the middle rounds with Gamboa, man, I think that's when Calvin Ford was up there trying to motivate him, talking about, do the penitentiary and all that. And Tank was probably like, damn, dude, like, okay, I'm a little bit winded. Give me a little bit of time to work this out, but I'm feeling a little bit of winded. King said Haney resume is not that good because of lack of fighters willing to fight him. And that's not true, man. Look, he's been in the game just as long as Teofimo Lopez has. How long are we going to use the excuse people not wanting to fight him? And, he has more fights than Teofimo Lopez. He has more fights, period. He had the opportunity to go the IBF route. Look it up.
I'm going to disagree with you on this one and go with King Dot, man. Look, man, Fortuna dropped the ball against him, Lomachenko moving up on that elevation. Man, he's not catching a good break with it. Huh?
Lomachenko moving up on what? What do you mean?
When he elevated the franchise, when
it was nothing set in stone. We've been through this, Kano. It was nothing set in stone with
doesn't matter if it was set in stone or not, man. The point is he was lining himself up to fight him at that time when he got elevated. And so he didn't get the fight. So, but you can't blame him for not looking for the fight, is what I'm saying.
If you line yourself with chalk and it rained, what does that say? The line is gone, right? I mean, hey, it was never nothing official from Mauricio Suleiman to say Devin Haney was a mandatory, bro.
I'm not talking about mandatories right now. I'm just talking about him searching for fights. Let's keep the two separate, man. I'm trying to talk about him showing up in fights, him wanting to fight Brian, him wanting to fight Loma, him wanting to fight Fortuna. I don't even know if this Linares is even going to happen.
All right, we can dead the Lomachenko moving up the franchise because Mauricio Suleiman said he even if freaking Lomachenko would have kept the WBC, he wasn't pressuring him to face a mandatory. That's why he gave the opportunity for Haney Abdullayev to fight for an interim. He didn't even if Lomachenko would have kept the WBC title that Devin Haney has right now. Mauricio didn't force him to have a mandatory when he won that title. He didn't.
Hold on. Let me see here. Haney been called out by Leonidas Easter. Fortuna calling out now. Fortuna. Man, if you don't know the history about what happened with Fortuna, you might not want to mention Fortuna because his team declined to fight several times. Times.
Yeah, Fortuna. What they were saying is the reason when I was looking at the boxing voice, that what they was trying to say is that Javier Fortuna pulled out of the fight because Haney was injured.
No. They look.
I mean, that's what they said on the boxing voice. Samson was on there.
Yeah, Samson also said they didn't want the fight back then. They did not want it. And I could tell you for a fact, because when he was speaking about that, I had to text Fortuna that because he didn't know that the fight was even offered to him. So it wasn't that Fortuna ducked it. His team did. Now, I got the text messages from Fortuna. I'm telling you what I know. Zamson did not want to make that fight with Haney at the time. You know, I don't know about right now in the present, right now, as we're speaking on 2021, but I'm telling you as far back as back then till now, that is the real case. And I spoke to Fortuna, and he was pissed off about it because he didn't even know the fight was even offered to him because he's always in the Dominican Republic. You know, it's not like he's got access to everything like we do all the time. So he didn't even know.
Yeah.
That much I will say for Fortuna, so people don't dog Fortuna because Fortuna didn't even know.
Man, this is gonna go around and around in a circle about Fortuna, man. He's not even, to be honest, Javier Fortuna is only relevant on YouTube. And until he signs the fight officially, whether it's Devin Haney or whoever, we really don't know, is it gonna be Jorge Linares or Javier Fortuna. But what we do know is Teofimo Lopez is getting 3.9 for Kambosos.
But I got more respect for Fortuna and Linares than I do Ryan Garcia, because Ryan Garcia fought Luke Campbell for a supposedly, you know, eliminator bout to get Devin Haney, and Ryan doesn't even want to fight the man.
I mean, Ryan is totally one of those subjects where, man, he's the biggest ducker in the game right now. Real talk, Ryan Garcia, he's the biggest capper in the game right now. He's the biggest ducker. You can't say Teofimo Lopez is ducking anybody. He ain't ducking nobody, man. You know,
Santana Strong says he's got access to the internet. Yeah, have you seen the internet in the Dominican Republic? I'm gonna leave it at that, man. Go ahead, Cascati.
Yeah, he has access to the internet with dial-up. Shit, I doubt that motherfucker is just out here doing that. You know what I'm saying? It things are still behind the curve over there. You know.
I don't think that.
Fortuna is the WBC mandatory now. There should be no choice of Linares. The WBC mandatory. So let's take the WBC mandatory and the WBC interim. Which one is going to be there first? You know what I'm saying? Who is going to care more to take that fight? Who? I mean, they got to make up their mind. While they making up their mind, shit is still moving on Team Lopez's side. Shit is still moving.
I just, you know, yeah, you're right. I don't know what people want out of Haney and this mandatory thing. Look, we all want to see them fight their mandatories, obviously, man. But I don't understand what's going on with them, with the WBC and what's his name, Eddie Hearn, trying to say that Linares is a bigger fight. We need to push for that instead. I don't know the legalities of all that junk that they got going on over there, so I'm gonna leave that alone until they work that out.
I feel you. I don't know what Alex said. Devin ducking Fortuna. You just capping. That's not even true. Don't. That's not true. You know that.
What's that?
Alex said Devin's ducking Fortuna.
Nah.
I can't put any truth to that at all, man. But what matter now is Fortuna is mandatory.
Diaz probably doesn't understand how this mandatory works. I don't think he understands. The guy that's mandated, like, let's say, okay, Devin Haney has 2 mandatories, right? He's obligated to fight him if they elect to fight him, not the other way around. So if Ryan Garcia wants to choose a different route, Devin Haney lost out on that fight. Now he's no longer have to fight him. Now, same thing with Fortuna. Like I said, I don't know what's going on with the situation now, because I know that they keep flip-flopping back and forth with Linares and Fortuna. So I have no idea. I ain't kept up on that these last couple of days because it got too messy. But yes, I would like to see him fight the mandatory. Of course I would.
And HLD says something that's important too. He said Ryan is not activating his mandatory. People have to understand it's a different time limit that a fighter has to face their mandatories if you fought a champion for the title or if you fight for a vacant. It's a different time limit they have. But if those individuals are not willing to activate their position, then it doesn't fall on the shoulders of Haney.
That's what I'm saying. Well, you know, Diaz says he was a fighter. He understands how it works. Then you should know that it's really not on Haney. Then you should know that. Then
check check out the interview, bro, on the Boxing Voice.
No need. No need.
Okay. Fighters don't duck fighters, promoters, and managers do. I don't know about that. It's the fighters out here duck too, goddamn.
You know, if it wasn't for the fact that I hate to do interviews and bring people on, man, I'd call Samson right now and Fortuna and bring them on. But I just ain't got, I don't have the energy for it, man, because y'all are not going to want to hear it anyway. Y'all to spin it and make it to what you want. I'm telling you, Samson declined that before. I can guarantee you that.
Yeah, we know that, but it's also out there too that there's multiple times that Javier Fortuna hasn't been able to fight Devin Haney. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes down to what fights are being made, we just have to stay on topic as the fights are being made. If they want a Jorge Linares, then we'll see if that's made April. If it's Javier, we'll see if that made April. But right now, the man is making all the moves is Teofimo Lopez, man. Point blank, period. Point blank, period. Watch me do me, baby. You know what I'm saying? Watch me do me.
I mean, listen, Scotty, man, me and you both, I think, agree that we want to see these fighters fight their mandatories. Get it out the way. I agree. I don't know why y'all keep coming at me, okay? I do want to see him fight either Ryan or Fortuna as a mandatory. I do want to see it. But at the end of the day, it's not up to Haney at the end of the day. It's got to be up to Ryan Garcia and Javier Fortuna. Let them step to the plate, which right now, in the present time, yes, Fortuna's saying he wants it. I understand about right now, but folks get caught up in the before all the way up to leading to right now, not recognizing that they didn't want the fight before. He's a mandatory now, and now he's speaking up. Yeah, let's get the fight popping.
Don't get me wrong, y'all. Like I said, Teo's progression is just better. His growth is just better. He's already sharpened iron, and iron. Devin still fights with an amateur style. Mm-hmm. Who said that? It's somebody else that said that he still fights with an amateur style. I forgot who said that. It wasn't me. Yeah, who actually said that on YouTube.
Yeah. See, Santana Strong, I think, saw the same thing. Yep. All right. Thank you, Santana Strong, because I know I'm not lying. I know I'm not. It didn't come out of my mouth. It came out of Samson's mouth. I know for a fact.
He said it on TBV. I was there. I was listening. Yeah. But also, it's been out there too. There's more than one time that he didn't take the fight. But look, he's a non-cause. Like I'm not going to give Javier play right now, especially when I'm talking about the moves that Teofimo Lopez making. Javier gets no play over here. I don't give a damn if he pulled out a fight with Haney or not. I could care less.
You want me to tell you the sad part?
I could care less what Javier did and pulled out that fight. I'm not trying to sit here and validate who hasn't fought and who plan on fighting Haney. I don't. All I'm talking about is what's going on with Teofimo Lopez and him being able to get this 3.9 with a damn mandatory. That's incredible. I ain't giving no airplay to that bullshit. I mean, come on, man. Let's wait till April come around, and I might give it 3 or 4 breaths.
Well, I just want one last thing on it. I just don't want people to blame Fortuna. That's all, because he didn't know. A lot of it, he didn't know. That's all. Is that fair to say? Can I defend the guy at least for that?
That's fair to say, man. But, I give that man no love because I seen him quit against Adrian Granados in person. So, I mean, when you look, I'm not disputing that he may not have wanted to fight, okay? It's just the point where he's not even a talking point right now for me because he needs to step in there. If he's going to step in there, do it. Don't say you're the boogeyman of lightweight division on the freaking TBV. But then you can't make the fight. Make the fight. Period. Make the fight. Samson was okay. Samson has committed WBC mandatory to Mauricio Suleiman. So whatever happened before don't matter. It's 2021. The now counts. I agree with that. You
The
know what
now
I'm saying?
counts. I never denied that. But yeah, shout out to Teofimo, man. He did his thing, man. He moved properly just to get off of this because shit, you know.
Yeah, every time your name comes up on WCS, y'all got to bring Haney up. Hey,
Jesus.
give him this 4 minutes and 23 seconds of fame. You know what I'm saying? I'll let you do that. Go ahead and do that, man.
Nah. Hey, look, I love all fighters, man. I just like it when fighters, finally crack through and get paid properly, man. It's a good look, and I think more fighters need to do that and start pushing, to take charge of their careers. These promoters, man, they're not like before. They don't really promote like they're supposed to promote. These fighters are promoting themselves now, so they should get more money now. They're the ones self-promoting right now, man. I think it's a beauty. Think of beauty, man. They're promoting themselves so great, man. Man, they need to start doing more 1 and 2 fight deals with these big companies instead of signing to them because man, within this day and age with social media, man, you can make your own money, man. You don't need these promotional companies like you did before, not in the same way anyway.
Rohan, what's good? Salute to you. Santana Strong, salute. Rohan say, I'm just here because I remember when you said Triller would take over boxing. Maybe not in those words, and I saw Triller win the first bid. Wow, good for T.O. sticking to his guns. That's all I'm saying, man. I said it in ways. I say keep your eyes on Triller. I talk to people behind the scenes too, man. Triller has some deep pockets. They have some individuals that's committed to growing Triller a different way than what you're watching and what you're used to watching in boxing. I'm telling you, it's gonna be freaking mixed martial arts sooner or later integrated in that shit too. Believe me when I tell you, Sometimes I said T.O. deserves it, man. Respect to that kid. The show, man. Congratulations to T.O. The champ deserves to get paid. 3.9 is a strong purse for T.O. MF is better. Take note. For sure. They need to take note, man. For real. Just take note. The fight will happen. As a boxing fan, I'm not worried. I don't care who Haney fights as long as he a live body is worth watching. So does anybody know if, man, I'm not even entertaining that. That's off topic. This means bigger money and bigger fights. And that's where we at, man. Bigger money, bigger fights. And whoever fights Teofimo after Kambosis, guess what? They're gonna have to come with the damn bag. Period. They got to come with the bag. And look, the mentality that they also know is that Teofimo is gonna hold his square. He's gonna hold his square. You ain't gonna be able to sit up there and say, "Oh, we ain't giving you that." He said, "Okay, fuck it. I ain't fighting you then. I ain't fighting you. Cool. If you don't want to give me what I want, okay, I ain't fighting you. I'll go somewhere else, and then I'll make close to what I want from you." That's OG. That's OG shit, man.
Salute to you, Scotty, for letting me on, man. I gotta start getting off of here, man, because I gotta pretty soon go pick up my lady from work,
Man.
And then get myself ready for my my little thing that I'm gonna do tonight, man. So shout out to everybody in the chat. I'll let you handle all that other stuff.
Man, where you going? Where you going? Let them know where you going live.
It's gonna be something new, man. I've never did did like a live show like I'm gonna do tonight. It's gonna be me and Elder Boxing. We're wanting to do something every Thursday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So tonight's gonna be like the test run to see how we mesh and how it works. So it's gonna be interesting. So I look forward to doing it. And hopefully me and him mesh, man, because I look forward to doing that tonight, man. And it'll be every Thursday, just once a week.
What time is that?
8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Y'all be sure to check that out at 8 p.m., man. Come to Local Sports channel. He's gonna be with L Dub. They're gonna be collaborating on Boxing Talk, man. Go be sure to check that out, man. Salute to you, appreciate you pulling.
Appreciate you, man. I'm gonna text you my damn email so you can send me the email next time. It's hard for me to.
Yeah.
All right, man. One.
All right. Triller has the bread to throw around right now. We'll see how long it lasts. And they know how long it's lasting. It's here to stay there, Mitch. It's here to stay, bro. Seriously, it's here to stay. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, like I told people earlier, Triller ain't going nowhere. They ain't going nowhere, man. This ain't something that's just gonna float around and then disappear. This is gonna be around for a while. Believe that. People just don't want to embrace it right now because it's difficult for them to just leave behind what they used to seeing. Ring walks, introduction, fight. Ring walks, introduction, fight. Intermission, fillers, promo fillers, back to the ring. Now Triller is giving you entertainment. They're bringing artists in here. They're switching it up. They whole light, look, their whole coloration process to the motherfucking set is different. Pure white ring. They give you all the perimeter blackout, and they basically bring everything to the center so you can just focus on the fighters themselves. So if a fighter get knocked out and they land face first, you see it right there on the white canvas. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's what it's about, man. Shit. If a fighter gets Superman, you see it right there. It's no blur. It's no nothing. You can't see who on the outside smoking weed. None of that. You're focused directly in the ring. And then doing in the middle of the rounds, they have the nice color cast, the multi-color cast. You know, bringing you a panoptic view, you know, down to the ring, man. Switching it up with multicolors and everything. Yeah, it's nice, man. They're gonna be around for a minute, for real. Yeah, man. People don't know, man. It's a lot of people that have investment in this Triller. A lot. This is not what's that? I'm trying to think of it. What is it that went out real fast? What was it, man? I just seen the shit came in, and this ain't HBO, bro. This is not about to be phased out, you know, with HBO. It's a lot of fight fans that's looking for something refreshing. They're looking for something refreshing. You know what I'm saying? Period. So hey, so back to I was saying, you know. He got his little 4 minutes and 23 seconds of fame there, you know, Haney. So you know, y'all can focus on whatever's going on over there. But really, it's big for Teofimo Lopez to do what he was able to do in the open market. You know, his OG status in his first division lightweight. Make as much money as you possibly can in boxing, because when it's all said and done, you need to make sure your money make money. You know what I'm saying? That money makes money. That's the whole process right here. That money makes money. Nobody's gonna come to your aid and say, "Oh, I apologize that you're still unable to live your lifestyle now that you're retired." It's nobody that's gonna set anything up for you for that. It's up to you to do it now. And the only thing that's gonna get you there is your performances, people. You have to be promotable. Look, I'm gonna tell you something that's real as shit. Mitch say, as boxing fans, you should want to see good fighters face each other. If it's on, I'll watch, but I'm not going out my way to see good fighters against low opposition. I totally agree with that, man. 100%, I agree. But that's what a lot of what's going on. You cannot continue to say, well, it's excuses out here and all this and that and the other. You know, people not fighting, fighters not fighting certain fighters. You find a way to fight them. You find a way. How much opposition has Canelo fought at middleweight? You find a way to get yourself out there. You talk more to the fans. You find a way to be promotable. People ain't trying to see. Look, I'm gonna tell you some real shit right now. What people need to get out their head. They say it all the time how Floyd Mayweather fucked up the game, on how people are using him as the monetary measuring stick to the way he went about, you know, providing us behind the scene look at what he's accomplished. Those times are over. It's so much going on in people's lives right now when you have millions on the unemployment list, is that they're not trying to live vicariously through that anymore. What Floyd was able to do is an anomaly. That's why you see him in the top 5 multiple times of PPV numbers that ever, gross that amount in boxing. He was able to do it. He was an anomaly. People can't say, put racism into it. It's only a Mexican fighter that did it. It's only a white fighter that did it. Floyd was black as black gets. And he was able to do it. But what I'm trying to tell you, the way people in society view people when it comes to combat sports, they want you to take risks. They want you to do something incredible. If you do something incredible, then they'll look at you and say, okay, well, let me support. How many people do you think that are tuned in to Oscar Valdez? Oscar Valdez wasn't favored to win that fight. It's so many people that's turning around now, and they have to come up with why they picked heavy Miguel Berchelt and why Oscar Valdez, they have to salute him and say he did an amazing job in how he set up that left hook. That's what it's all about. You go in there and perform, you get a bigger fight. But just because you go in there and perform, it depends on how you promote yourself in the sport. Not everybody can do that. Not everybody can say, well, I'm performing and people are just going to. Not everybody chooses to do more outside the ring to sell themselves. Teofimo Lopez does that. Teofimo Lopez can promote himself beautifully. He's one of the best out there. Seriously. He's one of the best. Teofimo really wasn't as boisterous. The one thing that stood out about him when he was winning was his post-fight celebration. Seriously. That's what stood out. People was upset, angry. He's doing too much. He's showboating. Why he got to do it? That's what people was most angry about. Now they're angry because he's walking around here with all the belts and they mad that he's talking so much mad shit on Twitter. I mean, look, Teofimo Lopez is on Twitter heavy. I mean, dump truck heavy. Dump truck with gravel heavy. He excavator heavy. This motherfucker is super duper vortex ready heavy. You know what I'm saying? Wonder Twins activate heavy on Twitter. I'm saying construction site heavy. Because he did what he's supposed to do. Don't be mad at what the fuck you see. Like they was mad at him celebrating. I remember when this man left his feet and punched his opponent. And people's like, oh, he's doing too much. There's a certain level of respect in the sport. And this guy, Teofimo Lopez, is showing that he's taking it for a joke. He's playing around with it. He's not sticking to the traditional way of having both feet on the planet on the canvas while he's punching. But it wasn't illegal. He left his feet and punched his opponent. His post-fight celebration rubbed some people the wrong way. Now you have to worry about his post-fight celebration. Look, his post-fight celebration has been diluted by his out the ring aura right now. That is because he is proven, Proven, proven that he's the man. He's proven. Period. You can't take it away. I don't give a fuck what you're talking about. You can't take it away. Anything you say or do, you can bring Haney's name all you want into my lives. It still don't do anything. It still doesn't negate the fact that Teofimo Lopez is getting 3.9 for George Kambosos in a freaking IBF mandatory. Once again, he's separating, he's levitating, he's elevating himself away from everybody else in the lightweight division. I know it eats you apart. I know your stomach acid. You're looking for a Tums, a Rolaids, Pepto-Bismol. Your shit is upset right now. When y'all was waiting for that purse bid to come out, and you was like, oh, he gonna fuck himself. He should have took what Bob was giving him. Well, guess what? 3.9. 3.9. That's all you need to know. Don't trip. Don't trip. We may like how before money for first. But hey, I'll tell you like this, Floyd wasn't able to do what Teal did at 16 fights, negotiate that much money with a mandatory. I'm just saying, I'm not taking away anything he's done right now. Seriously, Teofimo dropping bombs on Twitter. Man, Teofimo is pulling the motherfucking pin. Every time he rolls out the bed, he's pulling the pin to another Twitter grenade. Boom! He stays on Twitter. Look, don't be mad. Don't be mad. Listen, why I'm not hearing in the live chat, bro? I'm disappointed I'm not hearing the fanboy shit in the live chat. When it's Deontay Wilder, y'all up here saying fanboy. I'm not getting that for Teofimo Lopez. Why? Why are y'all not giving me that same freaking banter coming over here talking about fanboy shit? You can't say it because I was covering before he did what he did. So you have to just digest it however you see fit. He's killing the game right now. He's killing the motherfucking game. Hey, Anthony, come on, man. You don't believe that? I'm not even going to read. I'm not even going to show it no love. I'm not even going to show it no love today. I don't give a damn what he's saying. I'm not going to show no love while you're hating. Valentine say, bro, he still hasn't made as much as Tank. Who cares? We're talking about what he's doing as a legitimate lightweight undisputed champion. That's what we're talking about, Valentine. That's what we're talking about. Pac-Man say Chill did a number with this. Happy for the kid, man. That's all I'm saying. I'm happy, bro. Salute. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying there, Tay. You know, I'm happy that he was able to do what he was able to do. I got, let me see. I got 1 T.O., 2 Loma, 3 Comey, 4 Nakatani, 5 Haney, and Fortuna, the 6 Garcia. I don't totally agree with that lineup. You know, I don't put Comey. There's no way I can put Comey up there. In a way I can if I want to be petty because he did defeat a champ. You know what I'm saying? He was champ. You know what I'm saying? Did what he had to do. Nakatani, per se, he was in there for the eliminator. And he did, earn himself some more stock by fighting Felix Verdejo. But who was Felix Verdejo? He was kind of trying to make a recovery in his career. So, yeah, he only has 1 loss. So I do show love to Nakatani, especially when it comes to Teofimo's record, because he is an undefeated Japanese fighter. Tall, rangy, and he was tough. You know what I'm saying? He showed his toughness against Felix Verdejo. You know what I'm saying? He did. All I want is for whoever y'all talking about that y'all want Teofimo to fight next. I want to see a Nakatani on the record. I don't want to see no Jorge Linares. Nor do I want to see a Javier Fortuna. Nah, no. I don't want to see that shit. I want to see a Nakatani or a Comey or Lomachenko. Line them up, no specific order. I want to see that in the ring with the guy you vouching for. Man, you can, okay, that's what you want to see. Cool. Mitch say people trapped in the present too much when it comes to T.O. Quick to hate on what he says. I appreciate T.O. for making it happen. Seems goofy when he says it, but it looks great when he gets it done, man. Hey, sum it all up. Zip that shit, man. Sum it all up, bro. That's all I'm saying. Sum it all up. King Mitch say, call me at 3. Yeah. I know that's why I say I can't respect. I can't co-sign on that damn list you got there, Diaz. I can't do it, man. I can't do it. Beating Jackson Mariñez doesn't land you at 3. You're right. You're absolutely right. It just proves that Richard Comey can step up and do it better than Rolando Romero, who was out here, proving to the people that he is a bona fide, legitimate interim. Okay, so therefore, when Richard Comey comes in here, he's proving that, hey, Romero is levels, and I'm telling you, I can go in here and do it better than you did. And he went in there and stopped him. He didn't go the distance and leave it in the hands of the judges. He stopped him. So what's next? Are we going to see Richard Comey and Rolando Romero? I don't think so. Will I watch it? Absolutely, I would. I would. Because a lot of people are saying that Rolando Romero has all this power. Well, they can say the same thing about Richard Comey. Richard Comey has respectable power. So make that fight. Make the fight. Ryan Garcia can beat Comey? Negative. I don't see that shit. Not with that chin. All he has to do is continue to walk. One thing we know about Ryan Lion Garcia is the fact that he cannot box on the inside. So you just have to walk him down. You know what I'm saying? You just have to walk him down. That's all we need right there. We need to put that pressure on Ryan and force him to fight on the inside. Force him to fight off the back foot. All that standing flat-footed and waiting on that lead left counter or whatever he wants to do. Hey, come on, man. There's more to that. Luke Campbell is not even known to bookmark or to ring the doorbell, to touch the doorbell on chins like that. He's not even known for that, but he did it with Ryan, though. He absolutely did. You feel me? Y'all keep talking about Lopez, man. Haney had 3 months to send a contract without overpricing himself. He needs to stop drinking Bill Mayweather's Kool-Aid, and King sits in the throne. The king sits on the throne. Hey, man, talk to him, bro. I don't even bring up the contract shit because I just let people continue to say the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you really want the belts and you believe wholeheartedly that you can get those belts, don't praise Floyd Mayweather for being the B-side against Oscar. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't praise him for being the B-side. I don't want to hear it because y'all will not sit up here and put that same energy into if a fighter really wants to change levels in their career, they will accept a good pay for a fight. Like Teofimo right now has all the belts. If you really believe you can go in there and take the belts, don't outprice yourself. Don't do it. Don't outprice yourself and have all the YouTube cronies over here on a parade saying who don't want to fight him. All you have to do is understand where you at right now in the lightweight division. Negotiate a fair ticket because of what you haven't done. Not that you don't deserve it. I'm talking about what you haven't done yet. Negotiate a fair ticket for what you currently have on your resume and make the fight happen. Don't sit up here acting like you the one faced Nakatani, Comey, and Lomachenko. Don't act like you the motherfucking uniform. It isn't going to work that way with Team Lopez. Forget it. It's not going to fucking work. You got to leave the name alone and stop walking around here and acting like you face the top 2 pound for pound in Lomachenko. You cannot do that. You cannot go to the negotiation table and say, well, we got the name. What name are we talking about? Because right now Lopez is popping. The takeover is popping. Popping. Michael Rogers, salute to you, man. Michael Rogers said Comey might beat Ryan to sleep. Man, he just might because Ryan Lyon, he's that dude, man. He got that Amir Khan-itis. He has that itis. Sir Ken in the building. Salute to you. World Combat Sports salute. Salute to the wrenches and salute to the chat. Smash the like button. Appreciate you, man. All day. Appreciate you. Salute. Shout out to Sir Ken in the building. Boxing Uncut say facts. Yes, facts. Mitch say, I'm not sold on Comey at all. Good power, but sloppy and no real speed. Can only fight one way. Just not impressed. Hey, I respect what Comey's been able to do. But Teofimo Lopez crushed him. Crushed him. Shut him down. Crushed him. Roger said Teo has concussive power. Everybody can't do that to Comey. Ryan can't for sure. Man, hey, talk to him, man. See, that's what I'm talking about, man. Let them know. It may look easy when we in our living rooms or wherever we at watching the fight and giving our freaking opinionated commentary. Okay, it's all easy for us to talk. But when it comes down to the actual fighter, it's not as easy for these fighters to go in here and shut down Comey like that. You know what I'm saying? Just like I just mentioned about Otto Wallin going the distance with Dominique Brazil. Deontay Wilder shut him down and won. Here go Otto Wallin, who went the distance with Tyson Fury. He dances for 12 rounds with this dude. Boring as hell. It's not as easy. Not everybody's going to be able to go in there and flatline Miguel Burchelt like Oscar Valdez. Not everybody's going to be able to do that. But what you can witness right here, and I definitely have to roll, man. I got some shit to take care of. But what you definitely have to understand, Diaz says style makes fights only because Teo beat Nakatani, Loma, and Como doesn't mean these other fighters can. I would say this, when it boils down to what we've witnessed, let's put emphasis on witness. We have witnessed the performance. The performance has played itself out, and the results are what they are. That brings us to where we at right now. And where are we at right now? God damn it, we at 3.9 for Manny. That's where we at right now. 3.9 for mandatory. But all you have to say is fighters don't want to fight this, fighters don't want to fight that. You had the opportunity. Y'all look it up. All of you that's coming over here, retrading and recycling the same shit. When the WBC tournament was falling out, go back and check the rankings in the IBF. It wasn't like it had a members only. You stand up there with a member only jacket. Look at my patch. Look at my patch right here. Look at this. Members only. IBF members only. Haney can't come over here. Haney could have went over there. When that motherfucking look, when Mauricio put the word out, you could have aborted mission. Team Lopez did. They picked up, went over there to the IBF, and the rest is history. I don't need to sit up here today and goddamn rehash that shit. The rest is motherfucking history. Now we negotiation for innovation. And if you still want to look back on tradition, then that is absolutely your fault. You being left behind, just like Mitch said. You being left behind, goddammit. You need to see what's popping right now. Triller is on the hunt. Triller is on the hunt. Don't be mad at and regurgitating the same shit. You don't wake up every day and the first thing you say is repeat a prayer that you've been saying as a kid the same way. You change shit up. You can be mad all you want to say the same thing over and over again. The man is 16-0. Undisputed. If undisputed upsets you, then in order for you to just close that out, because I already showed you how the whole entire shit can be vindictive. I already broke that shit down for you. I already just provided you with some cliff notes as to how that whole thing can play out if Team Lopez wants to be petty. If Team Lopez wants to go over here and so-called fight the WBC champion, and let's just say he gets off, he drops one of his other belts. Then look, the fight it won't be as important as people think, because what Teofimo has in his credentials is undisputed. He has all the belts, period. So if you fight Teofimo Lopez and he doesn't have all the super titles, to include the WBC, but he has a franchise, there's no other belt substitute down the line. So if he drops the WBO or IBF or whatever, and go out here and fight this guy, he's still not undisputed. He's unified. Same shit that Lomachenko did. So therefore, you have to look to Mauricio Suleiman to say, does Mauricio makes the belt transferable? If he does make it transferable, do Team Haney sit up here and do the exact same shit that they was criticizing Teofimo to do? If they're unwilling to do it, then guess what? He sticks with his WBC belt. Mauricio somehow, some way fades the fuck out, because his franchise belt, he would say, hey, if you don't want it, I leave it with Teofimo Lopez. He is still the franchise champion. You don't want my belt? So be it. Then you will have to go over here and attempt to negotiate with that other guy who has that WBO title that Teofimo somehow dropped. Go over there and try to play ball with them, which is going to take more time. And then let's just say he's able to get the title. Let's just say he's able to face his mandatories in between that and face that WBO title that Teofimo dropped that belt. Is it going to be able, are you going to be able to accomplish that? Because really, if Team Lopez wants to be vindictive, they could not face a mandatory and drop a belt and go over here and face him. If by chance, let's just say a fascination happened, some far-fetched, scenario-based, just say he go over here and face Devin Haney. And Devin Haney somehow wins and he doesn't have all the belts. Is he still going to get the glory for defeating Teofimo Lopez, who was undisputed, who had all the belts? No, you're not going to get the same glory. You're going to get that mirrored, that equal glory that Lomachenko had when he had every belt except the IBF. You're just going to be another unified champion. And there's no way in hell that you're going to sit up here and take that franchise belt, because y'all criticized it so much. So you can't request it. It's enough emails in the inbox. Y'all want to sit up here and keep putting this in the damn live chat? Cool. I'll give you 4 minutes and 23 seconds more. I'll do it. What are you going to get? Are you going to request, you fight Teofimo Lopez, you're going to request that franchise belt? Because if you ain't, Mauricio is going to say, I'm Teofimo Lopez. He retains the franchise belt. So what? So freaking what? How do you gain the maximum in fighting Teofimo Lopez? You have to get him with everything. And everything says what? Are you going to request that the franchise belt be transferable? Or are you going to say, no, we're just going to keep... Look, people are not really analyzing this shit like this. They're just looking, he won't fight this, he won't fight that, he won't. The franchise belt ain't going nowhere. Mauricio Suleiman has put too much emphasis in the franchise belt. It's not going nowhere. So if you want to say, okay, we don't deal with the email shit, which you do, then you turn around and say, no, we're not requesting a transfer on the franchise belt. Then you're going to find out how many fence risers that you actually have. Watch what I tell you. They're going to say, man, you should have took the franchise belt, because the franchise belt has more seniority than the belt that he has. Anyway, you get my point. Don't let me get to talking about that shit. Comey live versus Ryan, because his power. He lived versus Ryan versus power. And Ryan's giraffe neck. But I think Luke Campbell is better boxer than Comey. Luke Campbell been a better boxer. Yeah. I think they mirror a little bit. I think they damn near equal, man. Now the Luke Campbell who faced Lomachenko, yeah, I'm checking the box on that. But the Luke Campbell who faced motherfucking Ryan Garcia, hell no. Comey destroys this dude. Destroys him. Styles make fight only because Tio beat Nakatani, Loma, and Coma doesn't mean there's other fighters can. I totally agree with that. Ryan has many deficiencies. Power, speed ain't one of them. Ryan has many deficiencies. Power and speed ain't one of them. Not saying he has more than Tio, but his speed and power would give Comey trouble. I mean, if Comey chooses to not be smart, he has the ring IQ to fight somebody with the speed of Ryan Garcia. Put the pressure on the right way, but really don't get too deep on the inside and make it a grueling match. Just like we've seen with freaking Robert Easter and Ryan Martin. The only two successful rounds that Ryan Martin was very active with Robert Garcia is the two rounds that Robert decided to give him that inside boxing. Period. That was the only time that Ryan Martin had even a remote chance of catching Robert Easter. Besides that, Robert Easter stayed on the outside and did his thing. Mitch, but no defense, which you need to have when you fight the top 7 in the weight class. I agree with that. And Ryan Garcia, man, he lacks a lot of defense, man. Everything boxing and sports, Keon in the building. Salute. Y'all definitely, man, stop through, pull up, man. Everything boxing and sports, check him out and support him, man. Say, Big Scotty, what it do? What's good, bro? Campbell was top 7 in the division. Okay, all right. We okay, that's cool. Michael Rogers sounds like Ryan got you fooled, Keith Mitch. Man, you gotta keep Mitch sometime. He'd be up here, just doing some stand-up comedy, man. But most of the time, he be talking some real shit. I ain't gonna lie. Most of the time, his shit be on point. That I will attest to. Really don't give a fuck about Ryan, but he's young and proven. Comey is what he is at this point. I disagree, Mitch. How is Ryan young and improving, bro? How are you gonna give this man an improvement when that was the first? Look, he went in there and was dropped, but only because he finished the fight that Lomachenko didn't finish. He's improving? Absolutely get no love right now. No love, dog. No freaking love with that shit, dog. I don't know why y'all show so much compassion for Ryan Garcia, bro. This dude was knocked down on his shoulder. It wasn't a flash knockdown like Sean Porter and Errol Spence, where his glove barely touched the ground. Like Zab Judah Floyd Mayweather when it wasn't called. Glove barely touched the ground. No, this motherfucker was laid out like he was sunbathing. People don't know that Kambosos is not just IBF mandatory, but will be the WBO and I think another belt, if I'm correct. Right now, that Diaz, it's plenty of people that's ranked high in multiple divisions. You're right. But for the sake of this topic, 3.9 is absolutely crazy, dog. For real. D Hodges in the building. What's good? Michael said, I said Comey beats Ryan to sleep. How does that make me a fool? Oh, okay. You responding to Mitch. Yeah. Okay. But people, I got to bounce. Turn up and tune in to World Combat Sports. Appreciate everyone for pulling up. Hey, stay close, man. Y'all stay close. Don't go far. We'll be back at it again. And understand this: the one that's the king and the superior, the general of the lightweight division is the one and only Teofimo Lopez. The takeover is in full effect. Know that. World Combat Sports.